Welcome back to this special feature of the Artist Showcase. I'm Shannon Ray with Shannon Ray Vocal Studio, and we're here at the TV production studios on campus at Utah Tech University in southern Utah. We are so excited to introduce you to a very special guest tonight. We're here with singer-songwriter, artist, shameless pop writer, farmer, and pop star, Conan Mack from London. Conan, it is so good to see you and talk with you after 3 years. It's been exactly 3 years this week since we met. So how are you?
Hello. Yes, it's so good to speak to you as well.
Thank
Crazy
you.
how fast 3 years has gone, eh?
Yes, it is crazy. So the last time we saw each other in person was at Vocalize You, the Vocalize You Artist Intensive in Los Angeles, where I was your vocal coach for 10 days. And you were just about to release, if I remember correctly, the songs All Again and Slow Mo.
That's right, yes.
Yes, so there's so much to talk about. But could we start at the beginning of your vocal journey, and could you tell us where you discovered that you could sing and how that all started?
Yeah, of course. I grew up kind of singing and kind of playing guitar with my mum, who's kind of always been very much a hobbyist of like playing guitar and singing and stuff, but she was in like cover bands and stuff. So when I grew up, I was going to like open mic nights and like sitting and watching my mum like play these kind of small venue gigs. And like I think I was about 10 or 11 when I said like, can I have a guitar? Like I really want to start playing. And by sort of 12 I started playing pub gigs and kind of various open mics and stuff myself as well. So it started like crazy young, but I just remember feeling like, oh, this is all I want to do for like the rest of my life, even at that age. Went into secondary school, you know, saying like, I'm going to be a singer, I want to be a singer, and everyone was like, okay, yeah, of course.
Oh, amazing.
That age, everyone was like, yeah, that's fine, you know, but that's where it all started, so.
That sounds like the best upbringing, and what a great start to your music career. That is so fun. I've listened to some of your early music, and it has a little bit of a folk style. Is that what you would say, is that it's kind of a folk genre when you started?
Yeah, absolutely. I think especially my older singles started very much kind of in listening to a lot of folk music, and also kind of inherently playing acoustic guitar and having that kind of solo singer-songwriter sound kind of always kind of follows with that genre. And I started writing a lot of kind of ballady love songs as well, and it was probably not until I was about 18 or 19 that I started writing more kind of pop, more commercial tracks. I think that kind of came with the fact that I started collaborating with other producers and stuff as well. Mm-hmm. It's kind of external influences, I say, that brought that on. But these days it's, you know, straight up like funky dance kinds of pop now.
Yes, it is. It's quite different. One of my favorites actually is Remember, in that folk style with your earlier music.
Thanks so much.
Yes. How old are you right now?
I'm 24 now.
Okay, so a lot has happened since you were 18.
Yeah. And when we met, I would have been 21 then, so even since that time, throughout COVID, kind of, I switched from kind of doing a lot of dance top lines and a lot of collaborations with DJs, flipped right over to kind of releasing my own independent music again. And it's strange how kind of an artist's journey kind of sways so much between various different styles. But I really feel like I'm at home with the sound I'm making now, and I'm so proud of all my new tracks, so it's worked out in the end.
I'm so proud of you too, because I was your vocal coach and we were working on some things in 2019, so it's really nice to see where you've come since then.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was very helpful actually, a lot of the issues that we went through then.
Yeah.
Still working on, so.
Yes, we all are. It's a lifelong journey. So tell us how Vocalize You, the Artist Intensive, fits into just where you are now. What was that experience like for you?
It was amazing, really. It kind of kick-started a lot of my American collaborations with a lot of the artists or various writers that I met throughout that time that I was out there in LA. I got an opportunity to be in an environment surrounded by other writers, and because of that, I've gone on to work with several people, and arguably, if COVID hadn't hit, there was likely that I probably would have moved there. So it's mad how everything changed so much because of that. Everyone's lives got flipped upside down, but it definitely really opened my eyes to the music industry out there and how different it is from London, to be honest. So it was amazing, absolutely amazing.
It sounds like it really made a difference for you.
It was great. I loved it.
You were just wide-eyed, and you were like a kid in a candy store. It was really fun to see you there for those 10 days. So that was 2019. Then COVID hit. But looking back at what I've seen on your journey, you've really accomplished a lot at a time when a lot of people weren't able to do very much. So since 2019, what are some of the really amazing things that have happened in your life?
Oh, well, incredibly, the track that we first started talking about a minute ago that I was releasing at that time when we met all again, that was shared by Billboard in the States as well while I was traveling, which was absolutely amazing. So various different press sites picking up on what I was doing kind of gave me a really good kickstart into the pandemic, because I had a lot to show what I was doing, and it meant that I could reach out to a lot of people and continue working remotely, which is what I did. And I tried my best to just write as much as possible. While there was no chance to play shows, there was no chance to travel, there was a lot of chance to write music, and tried to pretty much write, every day if I could for 2 years. So there was a lot of content.
Yes. And do you remember what that moment was like when you heard that Billboard was releasing an exclusive premiere of All Again, the music video?
It was just electric. It was absolutely incredible. I was over the moon, honestly. It was, and the craziest part about it was I was actually in Amsterdam that weekend as well at ADE, which is a big dance event. It's basically a huge networking event, and for the first time in my life, like, people were actually saying, "Oh, were you that person that got shared by that?" I getting recognised by other people in the industry for the first time in my career was absolutely incredible. So it was a game-changing moment for sure.
Yes. Oh, I can imagine. And Vivo also released an exclusive premiere of the other song we were working on, which was Slow Mo.
Yes.
That must have been really incredible too.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. It's so good, so good. And I think it made me realise that, it's not all about collaboration, and actually there's still a big scope to release music on your own. And that was all without a label and without management as well. I was just hustling on my own.
Yes. The last time I looked, you were at 1 million followers on Spotify.
Yes.
Conan.
Yeah, it's mad.
That's incredible. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And one of the things I love most about you is just how humble you are. You've had so much success, and you are so humble and continue to have this gratitude for what you're able to do. I really appreciate that.
Well, it's an absolute honour to be on the show and to be doing what I'm doing as a job, so
yes.
I've got a lot to be humble for.
Yes. 2021, and I remember the BBC interview that you did. Your Bad Habits released the same day that Ed Sheeran's Bad Habits released.
Yeah, bad timing.
Yeah. I don't know, bad or good? It could have been good?
I'm not sure. I guess maybe the search results were good, but I don't know. It was a strange one. A lot of people thought it was a cover, but oh well, these things happen, and it gives me an interesting thing to talk about on stage. It's always the story I go to now.
Yes. Well, they're both great songs, so I think it's a good thing.
Thank you.
Okay, you're a farmer. Tell us a little bit about that, how you got started in farming.
Oh, so again, it comes down to my mum again. I've got a lot to thank for that woman. She's been incredible, and I grew up around her. But we say farming, but actually it's more of a riding school. There's lots of horses, and it's kind of riding lessons for kids. And although we've expanded to kind of goats, and we have alpacas and chickens, as you saw in the video recently. Yes. I saw that you mentioned that. The main thing that we do here is horse riding. So it's basically just looking after a whole lot of horses, and they're all such characters. Every single one of them has a very unique personality, and they all eat different things and trying to remember. But it's great. It's great. I absolutely love it. I wouldn't change it. And I came straight home as soon as I could.
I'm sure all of the animals there have just different personalities, and it just must be entertaining all day, every day.
Yeah, they do. They are very entertaining. It's great.
Wonderful. And you also just recently were engaged.
Yes, that's happened as well.
Congratulations. That's so exciting.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. It's been a bit of a crazy roller coaster, to be honest, but a lot of the things that I've been talking about and the things that I've achieved, I definitely couldn't have done without my fiancée Sophie. I couldn't have done it without her. So this was just my way of, saying it's been an incredible few years, and hopefully it will continue for the rest of our lives, I hope.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. So that and your new release, I think, are the most important things right now to talk about. So tell us about your new song that was released.
So I released a track called Star Sign 2 weeks ago. And, it was BBC Introducing's Track of the Week when it first came out, which was absolutely amazing, and it's so great to have the local support from what is our local BBC radio station from the farm as well, which is crazy. So it's really, really humbling to have their support. And ironically, it was actually the first track that I was writing when I started dating Sophie when we first got together, 2020. And it's turned out to be the song that came out at the time of our engagement, which is totally not planned, and much better planning than the Ed Sheeran Bad Habits crossover.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yes, much better plan.
And the track being called Star Sign is actually about falling for someone and basically fate taking over and it being something you can't lose. Like your love for them is like a star sign. Once you've got it, it never goes away. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
It's such a good song. I actually love all of your music, but this is, I think, my favorite. And you had alpacas, you had Rocky, your chicken, you had vintage deck chairs, and was that your fiance at the end of the video?
Yes, she has a little cameo right at the end of the video as well. So
that's perfect.
It was an awesome video to shoot, and the first video that I've ever filmed at the farm as well. So it was just amazing. It's a complete full circle moment, very humbling to be back home again and making music from there. So
I think you're amazing. I'm so happy we've had a chance to connect again after 3 years. So happy for you and all of the wonderful things that you're doing. And also, Conan, how can we find you and follow you to stay in touch with what you're doing?
Just all of my handles on social media are at Conan Mac. So, or ConanMac.com is my website where you can find everything there.
Thank you so much, Conan, for joining us and taking this time out of your busy schedule to do this interview. And I'll toss it over to you to introduce your music videos.
So first up, you're going to hear the music video, the official music video for All Again, a live version of Kissin' in the Rain, and the official music video featuring Rocky the Chicken for Star Signs.
I've been writing messages I never sent, running over the things we said before we left. I can't stop my mind from wondering, when we said goodbye, were we just covering up all the way we stopped falling, when at the start we would have done anything to make it work? Did we try to find a way to fix us, or just give up? We don't need a reason why. We can forget what was broken and try again this time. When you get that feeling, you can't pretend, and everything is telling me that we should do it all again. We should do it all again. You've been posting everything that you can find. Is that how you forget the fact I'm on your mind? When did you realize we dropped everything you watched while I denied? We were just covering up all the way we stopped falling, when at the start we would have done anything to make it work. Did we try to find a way to fix us, or just give up? We don't need a reason why. We can forget what was broken and try again this time. When you get that feeling, you can't pretend, and everything is telling me that we should do it all again. We should do it all again. So let's start over and we can do it all again. Although everything's changed, I know you're feeling the same. So let's start over and we can do it all again. We should do it all again. So let's start over. Although everything's changed, I know you're feeling the same. So let's start over and we can do it all again. Although everything's changed, I know you're feeling the same. So let's start over and we can do it all again. Has a Hollywood ending ever seemed so tempting? 'Cause I can't wait until the weekend when we can put it on again. 'Cause I've been dreaming, wide awake, no sleeping, and I don't wanna waste one more day. Now kissing in the rain don't seem so bad. The feeling when your lips are on my neck, hands on my back. You could be the one to teach me how to fall and handle that till I land on my feet. Yeah, what you doing to me? That scene in the movies was always fiction to me. Now I'm finding myself waiting to replay it when I see you again. 'Cause I've been dreaming, next time no sleeping, and I don't wanna waste one more day. Now kissing in the rain don't seem so bad. The feeling when your lips are on my neck, hands on my back. You could be the one to teach me how to fall and handle that till I land on my feet. Yeah, what you doing to me? Let's go. What you doing? Trying to fit into a box and been trying to cut everyone off. I'm still figuring out what it's about now. The moment that all of it stopped was the moment I knew it was love. 'Cause we found a way that we can't escape now. Has a Hollywood ending ever seemed so tempting? 'Cause I can't wait. Now kissing in the rain don't seem so bad. The feeling when your lips are on my neck, hands on my back. You could be the one to teach me how to fall and handle that till I land on my feet. Yeah, what you doing to me? What you doing? Yeah. What you doing? Thank you. You live in the limelight. I adore watching you shine. One touch of your energy is enough to keep me high through the night. If this is love, then you're the drug, and I just can't get enough. A rush you cause is killing me, but I don't ever want it to stop. You got me like a star sign. I'm yours for my whole life, I already know. You got me like a star sign. As sure as the moonlight, I can't let you go. got me like a star sign. I'm yours for my whole life, I already know. You got me like a star sign. As sure as the moonlight, I can't let you go. You got me like a got me like a star sign. Got me like a star sign. My head in the head in the head in the clouds. Head in the head in the clouds. You keep my head in the head in the head in the clouds. Baby, I ain't coming down. You got me like a star sign. I'm yours for my whole life, I already know. You got me like a star sign. As sure as the moonlight, I can't let you go. You got me like a got me like a star sign. You got me like a star sign.
Thank you so much for having me. I've been Conan Mack.
Thank you so much for joining us for this special feature of Conan Mack. We have a lot more to come, so stay tuned, follow us on social media, and we'll see you soon for another episode of the Artist Showcase.